All right, here we are, getting set up for the BeatDown finale. Tim, Ork Tim, Sally Tim. It's gonna be an ugly one. So we're gonna play scenario number 5 of the Barry Open missions. So it's going to be Purge the Alien primary, Scouring secondary, Vanguard strike deployment. So here's Tim with his list.
So Whirlwind, 7-man jumper with a epistolary jumper librarian. We got Terror and took the Primaris Psychic Shriek.
Okay.
10-man tactical flamer multi-melta. 10-man tactical melta-gun multi-melta.
Okay.
Thunderfire. Redeemer pattern with assault centurions, 2 melta-gun, 1 flamer. Standard Land Raider with Volcanistan, 5 tactical Terminators, 1 is a heavy flamer, and a 5-man Scout Sniper Squad camo cloaks that infiltrate.
All right, and Ork Tim, what you got, bud?
I've got 2 squads of 20 boys, both with a knob with a power claw. I've got the battle wagon with 8 Ludas in it, 2 mechs in there, and then the big mech with the force field.
Okay.
I've got my big guns over here, 3 cannons, 3 grots, or 3 ammo runs and 9 grots. And then the bikers, 2 with power claws, and the warboss.
All right, and reserves, what you got?
Oh, and the reserves, I've got the two trucks with 11 boys and a knob with power claw, and the Docket Jet.
And a Docket Jet. All right, so primary is going to be Purge the Alien, which is kill points. Secondary is Scouring, and this is the numbers, you know, 1, 1, 2 2s, 2 3s, and a 4. So on the Salamander side, he got a bad draw. 2 there, a 1 there, and a 2 over there. And then on the Ork side, he's got the 3 right there, the 4 right in the center of his deployment, and the 3 over there with the threatening scout. So no night fight turn 1. Here's kind of a layout of the table so we can kind of see. There's the Salamanders to the right, and then the Orks there to the left. As it stands right now, Orks are going to go first. You're going to try to seize the initiative. No seizing of the initiative. So it's going to be Orks turn 1, and we'll be back. We'll be back the middle of turn 1. All right, here we are, middle of turn 1. Battle Wagon moved up. He shot the Ludas at the Tech Marine, made all his saves. The cannons, he burnt up 2 ammo runs, but did put a glance on Vulcan's Land Raider. The Knob Bikers skirted around the side, and the boys kind of backed up, and that's about it. The Orks really don't have to go anywhere. It's going to be up to the Salamanders to come and get them, because they have all the secondary objective. Well, all the high points for the secondary objective. So that's it. We'll be back at the end of turn 1. Here's the layout.
We have a random island.
All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, here we are, end of turn 1. Tim got a lucky scatter off the Whirlwind. He put it on the Orks over there. It drifted back and clipped the back of the battle wagon, did a pen, and immobilized him. Also killed like 5 boys out of that Ork squad, that boy squad, and then managed to kill a bike with the sniper.
Last cannon shot caught a biker.
Last cannon shot caught a biker, so failed his cover save. So, all right, guys, we'll be back at the middle of turn 2. All right, here we are, middle of turn 2. Docket Jet came on, shot the Whirlwind, 2 glances and a pen, took it out. The Ludas shot the Tech Marine and the Thunderfire Cannon, taking that out. He tried to repair his battle wagon from the immobilized and rolled like garbage. The 2 trucks came on, they drove up, then flat outed, and kind of made a little roadblock here like Tim likes to do, little roadblock for the rhinos. And over there, the Knob Bikers and the War Boss rolled in and smashed up those scouts. So it's going to be first blood for the Orks, and that's it for the Orc turn 2. So we'll be back end of turn 2 after the Salamanders get their counterpunch on. All right, here we are, end of turn 2. Land Raider turned around, came back, multi-melted one of the trucks, blew it up, and then the other truck got multi-melted by the guys inside the Rhino. Centurions jumped out of the Land Raider, assaulted one of the trucks that actually went on the ramshackle. So it ramshackled from here over to there. Orks jumped out. Centurions mobbed on them. These guys here are they're pinned. And that's about it. So Tim picked up a quick 3 kill points right there. So not too shabby. So we'll be back at the middle of turn 3 after the Orc. So here's a spread out shot. That's a lot of ground to cover for them Salamanders. So we'll see what happens. We'll be back. All right, here we are, middle of turn 3. The Ludas and the boys were able to shoot and kill one Centurion. The Big Mac repaired the battle wagon and took the immobilized result off. And the cannons are doing okay against this Land Raider. They put another glance on the Land Raider. So that's not too shabby. So I think that's it. How are you guys on kill points right now? Do you know? Have you added them up?
3 to 1,
You have
2
trucks?
2 trucks in the squad.
2 trucks.
Versus the Whirlwind,
The Tech Marine.
Thunderfire, and First Blood. So I think we're 3 to 3.
Plus the Scouts.
Oh, the Scouts. So yeah, 4 to 3.
So 4-3 Orcs on kill points, and for the Scouring, it looks like the Orcs got that handled. So, all right, we'll be back at the end of turn 3. All right, here we are, end of turn 3. Salamanders jumped up, drove the Land Raider up towards the last 2 boys out of that squad. So they got the Knob and the boy. He rolled horribly on his Meltas. You know, everything hit. The Rhinos hit, and then the Centurions hit, but he couldn't explode it. He only did 1 whole point and immobilized it. Unfortunately, maybe a tiny mistake. We'll see how it pans out. He shot the Centurions at the battle wagon instead of assaulting the Orcs, so he was forced to assault the battle wagon there and blow it up. So maybe he gets tied up this turn. Maybe the Centurions get shot up. We'll see what happens there. And the Land Raider shot
the cannon.
Shot the cannons. Made a cover save. So, all right, that's it. And I think we're still... So that's 1 more kill point for the Salamanders, so that should tie it up 4 apiece. Mm-hmm. So 4 to 5,
because I finished off the other squad.
Oh, finished off the squad there. So 5-4 kill points for the Salamanders, and the Scouring is still in favor of the Orcs. So we'll be back middle of turn 4. All right, here we are, middle of turn 4. Orc boys charged in. They lost 3 dudes, but they did drag down 1 Centurion. And Dakajet came on and killed 2 Assault Marines. Made his leadership on a 9. Luckily, he's got that Librarian. And the cannon shot and did 1 more glance on that Land Raider, dude. Those cannons are definitely pulling their weight this turn. Not bikers are hiding like chickens or something. I swear Tim thinks he's playing Tau or something. So, all right, so we'll be back. Here's the layout of the land. It's still kill points. It looks like 5-4 in favor of the Sallies, and then the Scouring is in favor of the Orcs. So we'll be back. All right, here we are. Salamander, little counterpunch. Land Raider moved up, flamed the Ludas, and the final one broke, and he's going to be out this turn anyways because he cannot rally. The Assault Marines jumped up, assaulted the boys. The boys were able to take out the Power Claw was able to take out the last Centurion before the boys went down and got sweeping advance.
Terrify with
yeah, he cast Terrify with the Librarian on the boys, and Tim made his Deny the Witch on his boy squad. So Land Raider moved up and then flat outed. Rhino also moved up and flat outed, and that's it. So we're going to see you at the middle of turn 5. So we'll be back. All right, here we are, middle of 5. Ork War Boss broke off from the bikes, assaulted the Land Raider and popped it. They passed their pinning, didn't lose anybody to the explosion. And Ork boys moved up, and that's it. Bikes moved over to grab that objective. So as of right now, it's still the Orks taking the Scouring, with the Space Marines taking the Purge the Alien, and First Blood to the Orks, and it's close. Vulcan and his squad may have line breakers. I don't know. Vanguard's a really hard one to get line breaker on just because the deployment zone's weird. So we'll see you guys back the end of turn 5. Anyways, all right, here we are, end of turn 5. Assault Marines assaulted the War Boss on a bike, and
War Boss
did 2 wounds, failed his leadership. War Boss did not hit once. He challenged the Librarian, did not do 1 wound, couldn't even hit him, and failed his leadership. He denied the Witch on the Force Weapon, but anyways, he failed his leadership and ran, and the Space Marines caught him. So that's going to be Warlord for the Salamanders. And then with their consolidation, since this is the Scouring, they're within 3 inches to grab that objective. So right now, Scouring is tied 5-5 because he's got a fast attack there and then a tactical squad there. So, and then with Purge the Alien, Salamanders are up 8-4.
Because they're falling back.
So 9-4 for the Salamanders. Not looking good for the Orks, but who knows? Maybe they can pull something out. So here, Tim's going to go ahead and roll it on a Space Marine save. 3 up, it goes on, and he rolls to 3. So we're going to play turn 6, and we'll be back. We'll be back middle of turn 6. Here's the layout. The Space Marines managed to get there. They freaking humped it along, and Orks are castled up. We'll see what happens. We'll be back middle of turn 6. All right, here we are, middle of turn 6. Boys assaulted the tactical squad. He won combat. Orks won combat, but the Marines held. The war bikes came in, wiped out the assault squad. The Librarian ran, and what did Dakajet do?
He popped the Rhino.
Oh, Dakajet rolled in and took out the Rhino. So that is it for the middle of turn 6. This got interesting all of a sudden. This got really interesting all of a sudden because the Salamanders have no troops over here now. Plus, they gave up a victory point for... Oh, there's a tactical squad. But they did give up a victory point for killing the assault squad. So
And the Rhino.
And the Rhino. So it got a little bit tighter. So we'll be back at the end of turn 6, see what happens. All right, here we are. Tactical Terminators assaulted in. The boys died in droves. So the score for the Scouring now is 2-0 because that's being contested there by the Terminators for the bikes, and then the Salamanders are scoring there. So 2-0 on the Scouring.
Oh yeah, it was all good.
For Purge the Alien,
11-6.
it's 11-6 Salamanders. And First Blood goes to the Orks, but Salamanders got Linebreaker and Warlord. So, roll to go on, I guess.
So 4 up.
4 up. And it's over.
Good.
Inaugural beatdown is done. Big Tim actually earns the title big. He won the first beatdown tournament for High Desert Tabletop Wargaming Club. Congratulations, dude.
Thanks. Good match.
Tim, congrats on making it, dude. That's exactly what he did to me. It looked good for a while, and then the flood just comes. Eventually, he gets there. Once he does, everything he touches dies. So that is definitely a good list. I mean, it gets up in your face, and it killy, hard to deal with. So, Tim, any last words?
Like you said, the first half of the game was just that yo-yo dance with the bikes and the Land Raiders was not fun.
Yeah.
She was
Trying to slow you down.
She was going to get that charge, and I think ultimately it might have worked out for me because I was able to squeeze the tactical Land Raider in there and get Vulcan and all those termies into the middle of everything. So
yeah, that was pretty big.
If the bikes were a little bit closer, I probably would have been a little bit more hesitant to do that. But since he gave me that gap, I just ran and took it, and especially those damn cannons almost glancing the damn thing to death. So that was it's a good fight. So it just turned more as the game went on, it just kept turning. So
yeah, having all that AV-14 is tough to deal with, and then the Centurions rolled on. Even though they ended up dying, they took a lot with them, which is big.
Points, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's it. We will. We're gonna start a league. Tim, you got any last words, bud?
No. Couldn't really slow him down. He came around this side here and just messed me up. So
yeah.
Slow him down enough.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was a little mistake backing the Land Raider up to come and get you, but man, he made it work. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
divide and conquer. That was what I was hoping for, and it worked out. So
yeah, being patient with your last cannon Land Raider really helped. I mean, sitting him over there, just taking some pot shots, and
that's the whole thing.
It kind of
really doing anything.
Yeah, and it kept but it kept his bikes in standoff range too, because it was like he wasn't scooting up with his bikes to threaten anything in the middle. And then the stuff that did get into the middle just got squashed.
Neither of us wanted to give the other one the charge.
Yeah.
So
I kept those Terminators back there for about 3 or 4 turns.
Exactly. Yeah.
They would have messed me up pretty bad.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. We'll see you guys next time from the BattleDome.